All right, welcome to the first real episode of the Soft Boy Social. I'm your host, Ian Cook, the softest of the boys, however, not the most social. That title goes to my good pal, Dustin. That's me.
Yes, I am the softest of socials that is the socialist. Wait,
Well, I don't. All right, well,
yes.
all right. The Socialist Showdown, boys. That's actually a sidebar we're doing. Don't worry about it, though. All right.
I'm not a socialist, but I am social.
Uh, I've just realized that in the recording I have I have my podcast notes open, and so everyone gets to see the episode that we filmed that I fucked up that's never gonna come out, but they also get to see episode 2, space Spider-Man MCU parentheses was Ted Bundy really a bad guy,
Was Ted Bundy a bad guy?
followed by space moving out parentheses Hitler was wrong question mark. And then just mental health check. Oh man, what a fucking
Another mental health check? You gonna check my mental health?
bro. We gotta do the
Think I'm
mental. It's
crazy?
like it's our thing, bro.
All right. You're right, man. You're right.
All right, all right.
You're correct.
So I am 100% going to be taking things from the first episode of the podcast that just never fucking aired. You feel me, dude?
I feel you.
Because it feels like we had a lot of good content in there that I don't want to waste.
We had a lot of good content that we didn't do because somebody can't record correctly.
All right, look.
Uh-oh.
All right, look. I don't need this from you, dog.
I don't need this from you, dog.
You're hurting me, dog. All right, you're hurting me.
All right, it's fine. It's fine.
All right,
No, don't
well,
worry about it. Man.
Let's start. Question 1. We're going back to last week. All right. I hope you've given it more thought, even though I know you haven't. What are your expectations?
All right. What are my expectations?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't given it more thought because I don't think I need more thought. I don't like thoughts.
Like you spell.
I want to have a place to talk,
You spell.
and I want to be able to.
You spelling thoughts like THOT real quick, dog? Or
I don't have time for no thoughts.
all right, damn.
Or thoughts as in brain function, because I don't do brain function.
All right. Nice.
Besides that, I just want to talk with my bros about all. One second. All right. Sorry. I was trying to figure out how I'm gonna kill myself. I think it's cool to have a place, and recordings of conversations and be able to put our thoughts out on the world wide webs. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got.
I mean, all right. I think that you've really come at me in a way that makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? Mine aren't as wholesome as yours, like at all. I just want to be on Dan Nyman's email list, which we talked about last week, but I've expanded upon that thought process for you. Okay.
Yes, I remember this.
So Dan Nyman, for those of you listening who don't know who he is, he's a crackpot. Like he's literally an insane dude.
He's a crackpot. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, well, he goes around pretending to be a comedian. I say pretending because his jokes aren't funny. And
he's big dumb.
And he's big dumb. Thanks, Ross. Or yeah, Dustin.
Yeah. Anytime.
And it's he basically just goes around stealing other people's jokes, being generally unfunny, but he has this email list, like easily 4 miles long at this point, where he just emails comedians, like hate emails, and does nothing but trash talk and like shit talk them, basically, right? And all I want is to be a part of that email list and wake up every morning to a hot, fresh new hate email from Dan Nyman. Because really I just need that kind of like negativity in my life. You know what I'm saying, Dustin? Like I just need something like that in my life so I can wake up every morning and feel good about myself. And honestly, Dan Nyman in general just makes me feel good about myself because just thank God I'm not fucking Dan Nyman. I could not imagine being that unfunny and that fucking lame.
Imagine being a raging chode that isn't very big. That's Dan Nyman.
Basically, yeah. I also originally started this podcast with the expectation of keeping in touch with my friends who are going away to college. But hot take, my friends going away to college aren't that interested in keeping in touch because they can't even return my fucking texts while they're still in the state, Dustin. You believe that? You don't even live in the same state as me.
I can because I'm trying to get my friends together for D&D, and I've had communication problems in the past. I go, all right, I'm gonna text them like a day and a half in advance now. No response.
No fucking...
So I don't know what we're doing.
No response. I get it, man. It's like people don't know how to fucking return a call nowadays or fucking a text.
It's like, if you want me to kill your character, I can do that.
It's, you know what it is, honestly? It's like people not responding to our texts are like, it's like we're opera singers just singing at an empty opera house that like we used to be the prime owner of. You know what I mean? Like we used to be like the money maker for. And now we're just singing to an empty opera like house, and it's sad, you know?
Imagine having something that you're trying to say.
All right. I'm not sure where you're going with this. You really lost your train of thought there, huh, buddy?
I did. This is not a normal thing, I swear.
I also would like...
What was I saying?
I don't fucking know, dude. You're talking about people not texting you back and shit.
Yeah, dude. They're honestly like if you're just not interested, just say it. That's all you gotta do.
That's all you gotta do.
Just be honest with me.
Exactly.
That's it.
But
that's all you gotta do.
Also, I would like to get popular because I've been informed that I either have to get a real job or go to college, and I don't want to go to college yet, but I don't want to work. So if I can make money off this podcast, bro, that'd be banging. You know what I'm saying? So basically, internet, what I'm saying is support me so I can live out your dream. Live vicariously through me. All right, guys? Thanks.
I want to live inside of you. What?
Shut up, Dustin. It's really weird calling you Dustin because my old debate teacher's name was Dustin, and it really weirds me out. Like, it really weirds me out because I've called you like Polar and like Ross for so goddamn long that it blows my mind to think that your real name is Dustin. And that
just call me Daddy.
I will not call you Daddy. I refuse. No.
What do you mean what's wrong with that?
Well, first
of all, did you have a daddy? I didn't have a daddy, so that's fine with me.
Well, first of all, I'm not fucking you, bro. If we were fucking, I'd call you daddy, but we're not. So.
Why is that what we have to be doing for you to call me daddy?
You come at me with this kink shit. You don't get to turn it around and kink shame me, motherfucker.
All right.
See, exactly.
Now, what are we talking about, huh? What's the convo about? Huh?
What for today?
Yeah. What's on the agenda, huh?
I don't know. We've been over this. I just started recording because I figured if I didn't start recording...
I'm trying to act like I know what we're doing.
Oh. Well, bad news, buddy. The person in charge doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, like I said, I have Spider-Man MCU, or was Ted Bundy really a bad guy? According to some people... that's on the same level of controversy.
Both of those things don't matter.
Both of those things, according to some people, are very controversial. You know what I'm saying? And I don't necessarily agree. So I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if Spider-Man leaving the MCU
and a bunch of nerds not getting it. And all right, I won't say nerds because I too like Spider-Man, but a bunch of people who consume superhero movies being upset, comparable to was Ted Bundy a serial killer
Yeah.
or not?
I mean, yes, he was, right?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think those two things have any relevance. But
You don't you
what do
don't
I know?
you don't think that Ted Bundy was a serial killer?
He was
But do you
right,
think that
right.
but no,
So
but do you think that okay, but in your opinion, between was Ted Bundy a serial killer and Spider-Man being forced out of the MCU, which one is a bigger deal, you think?
I'm gonna be honest. I really don't care about the whole Spider-Man thing because I
Uh,
didn't like the new Spider-Man movies because
well, first of all,
as
let
a
me
person as a
let me
99
let
kid,
me let me
all right,
start by saying you're fucking wrong, Dustin. The new Spider-Man movies were the best goddamn Spider-Man movies
I'm not
out
saying
there.
they were bad movies.
Anyone out
What I
there,
am
anyone
saying,
anyone out there, Dustin, who thinks that fucking the Raimi trilogy or whatever was better is wrong. All right, I'm gonna be crucified for just saying the words that just left my mouth. You know that? Joke's on me. Nobody's gonna watch this. But anyway,
the actual joke is on Ted Bundy for being a serial.
yeah, right. What a fucking loser who goes around murdering people. Ted Bundy, if you're out there listening as a ghost, get fucked.
Yeah.
Like, just
Sorry,
get
Ted
fucked.
Bundy, you
sorry-
big dumb.
Sorry for the disrespect, J-Man.
sorry for saying it as how I sees it,
Yeah, right.
but
That's a long pause, dog. I could go back, edit out those pauses, really fix them up. You know, I'm not gonna though. Too much work. Not gonna say anything, Dustin.
I'm not gonna say anything on that.
Dustin, you really got to get better about filling these silences when I can't.
I'm gonna be honest.
What, dog? This is a learning
I'd
experience.
love to,
All right, then do it.
but
I think we just need a third person that we both enjoy. But who the fuck would be a third person that we both enjoy?
well, I would have said Connor.
I
but
would have said
has
Connor
upset
too,
me.
but Connor has upset me as well. Connor, if you're listening to this, which I know you will be, because I'm going to send you specifically a link to this podcast, stop being dumb and come hang out with us. Bro, we miss you. Love you.
I want to see more howdy pictures.
Yes, also we want to see more howdy pictures of you,
Yes.
Connor. I guess we'll just skip Spider-Man, huh? Because I also really...
All right.
I really don't care, and I feel like we've really focused on the Ted Bundy aspect more than the Spider-Man aspect.
Yeah, I mean, it's a I don't like superhero movies, to be honest.
So what's it? We'll move on to moving out. Well, I haven't moved out personally yet. So what about you? What was it like? Like moving? Because I know you still live with your grandma, right? When you're not going to school, or like when you're on break from school.
Yes,
But you live on campus, correct? When you're going.
I will be living on campus when I go to school. Yes.
So what's it? What was that transition like for you?
Fantastic, because I finally had some freedom to do things, and it was nice to be able to decide things for myself. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't want to like cut you off, but I know for you personally, like freedom's a big thing for you, right? Like
it
getting to
is,
do what
man.
you
I
want.
like just being able to just relax and not have people telling me what to do all the time. Like I don't want to act like I'm just another edgy, teenage boy that I don't want any. Nobody tells me what to do. But it's nice to be able to do things for yourself, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's nice having that that freedom to be able to do what you want when you want, you know? Being able to go, "Oh, what do I want to eat tonight? Guess I'll figure it out myself." It's great.
Yeah.
Um, other than that, like moving out was good, I'd say, just because like you know it's you. You finally feel like all of the you got to prepare to be an adult. You're almost an adult is finally happening. Uh, and I got pretty sick and tired of. Well, you're gonna be an adult soon. You got to do
Bro,
things yourself soon,
I,
and it
on
never
that subject,
happening.
I'm right there with you. I
Yes,
I
yes.
fucking hate being told like, "Oh, you're an adult. You got to act like an adult." Cuz here's the fucking
Yeah.
thing, man. Like I'm 19 years old now, which means I've been on this planet for literally 19 years, which sounds like, "Oh, you're 19 years old, you're a fucking child." But how many fucking days is that, bro? That's wild. That's crazy.
How
Imagine
many days?
Bro, imagine being in the same place for 19 fucking years. How do we not lose our goddamn mind? Like, the reason I bring that up is because it's like when adults say, "Oh, you're 19, you gotta act your age." Bro, nobody knows how to fucking act their age. We're all crazy. We're all losing our goddamn marbles. We're all fucking being forced to stay in these
We're
fucking
all
like
actually bonkers
like we're
and
all
need to grow
actually
up.
for
Everyone
real.
needs to grow up. Let's be honest.
I'm
Here.
gonna erase Hitler was wrong because we've taken this a different we've taken this a different direction.
Wait, why was that on the? That was on the agenda.
Well, okay, so I was asking the people in the channel above us in our Discord. I was like, "Hey, what's some good ideas to talk about on the podcast?" And that somebody goes, "Oh, you can talk about moving out from college and stuff because that's what we talked about in the first episode is college in the first episode." And then somebody else shouted, "No, talk about how Hitler was wrong." And I'm like, I don't know if that's a subject that needs to be covered.
I mean,
Like,
first of all, Hitler was not wrong
stop!
about a
Don't
lot
say
of things.
that. Stop!
Now he was wrong when
Stop!
it comes to
Stop!
anything that was. All I'm saying is that man did a lot for Germany. That
No,
wasn't
he
necessary.
didn't. Stop!
He took him out of recession.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He literally did not do that.
He militarized the country. You're
No,
gonna tell me
that's all he did. That's not Ross. I know you're joking, but shut the fuck up.
I'm not joking. I'm
You
saying,
are.
as a person that consumes a lot of historical media, I do think Hitler did a lot of good.
No, you actually don't.
Do I think he
Say
was a terrible
psych-
person
say
and
s-
deserves to be hung up by his
Say
balls?
Say
Yes.
psych right now, dog.
All right, I'm saying psych right now.
Bro, thank you. God damn. Oh, fuck. Bro, we gotta have a talk after this, bro. Talk about...
We gotta have a talk. You're not allowed to say that on the podcast,
Bro.
Dustin.
Bro. God. Say psych right now, bro. Alright, but look. But no, it's seriously though, people are fucking bonkers for saying like act your age and shit because it's like age doesn't have any fucking bearing on how you're supposed to act, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Also, can we talk about how there are literally people who are like going to work every day and are more immature than your common 14-year-old?
bro, absolutely.
Calling out both of my aunts. Losers.
Alright. You've heard it here
Ah.
first. You've heard it here first, folks. Dustin's aunts, bitches, dog. Bitches.
Imagine being almost 50 and being a child.
Bro,
Those are my aunts.
I've got a bone to pick about my parents as well. So, my dad's a cunt, alright? We'll preface it by saying that, okay? Alright? Alright, Dustin.
All right, all right.
And I hate how he acts, like when we go out in public. Because I went to get my glasses fixed, or to get new glasses, because it's been like 2 years since I've had my eyes checked. And this man, dead ass, catches like a fucking attitude with the receptionist. And I mean like, I don't mean like he was a little rude to he was a little uncouth to the receptionist. Like no, this man was like being like a huge cunt, like an actual dickhead to the receptionist. You know what I mean? And it's like
Yeah,
man-
I see it all the time. I work at McDonald's.
and it's like my man, you're like almost like 70, and you just got done with having,
Almost 70.
and you just got
And you're trashing out a receptionist.
yes, act like a fucking adult, bro. And what pisses me off, right? I'm gonna call out people with cancer right here, and I'm sorry if this sounds rude, but my dad had cancer, right? As you know, we talked about this personally.
Yes, yes.
And my relationship with my dad has never been the best. But my dad started to act like because he had cancer, he could do whatever you want. And I'm like, oh, my man.
That's not how it
I'm like,
works.
my man, just because you got cancer and might kneel over dead don't mean shit, B. Like, you best lose this fucking attitude and act like a decent person, dog.
Yeah, just because life gave you a bad deal doesn't mean you get to be a bad person.
Exactly. It's like with Hitler, right? Just because you ain't getting to art school, don't mean you get to go kill kill a bunch of motherfuckers, right?
I mean, hey, just imagine if he had gotten into art, he would have been fine.
No, shut up. God damn it. I shouldn't have brought it back up. Also, that's not me comparing my dad to Hitler. Hitler was substantially worse. I think. Well, if Dustin is speaking, I can't hear him, which means we have to leave the call and rejoin the call.
Can you hear me?
Yep, now I can hear you.
Was I cutting out?
No,
Was I...
my Discord occasionally just stops playing people's audio for me, and so I have to leave and rejoin to hear it. But yeah. Moving out. All right. I guess we'll go into the mental health check, dog. You know.
Mental health check. All right.
I'm still yellow. Last week I was yellow. This week I'm yellow. Not sure how I'm gonna. Oh.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say I'm green.
Oh. All right. What's up?
Just feeling good, man. You know.
Feeling good. Feeling solid.
Just feeling good.
That's awesome, bro. That's really banging. Like dead ass. That's really good to hear. You know what I mean? Like, that's just good. It's just good, wholesome shit. You feel me?
Yeah, dude. It's just a good vibe right now. You know, I got home from work a couple hours ago. Talking to a good friend. You know, life's just going well.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Dead ass.
Yeah, you know, like feeling good. I'm getting ready to go back to school, which I'm excited about. Feeling pretty good about.
Bro, I've honestly got so much fucking anxiety. Like,
what? Just because you're gonna go to school?
About going to school, yeah.
You got anxiety? What are you anxious about?
Going to school.
Why?
I don't know. The whole the thought process scares me, bro. Like,
here's how I saw it. Right.
All right.
Going to college is just another step up in the game, you know.
Yeah.
And if you gotta do it, you gotta do it. Imagine the payoff.
Yeah.
Because you went to college and you had that anxiety. You are now gonna have a better life with less anxiety.
I had a surprisingly good conversation with my eye doctor about college, because he was asking me all these normal like doctor questions to like buy time while he was waiting for stuff at the computer to load, you know. And he was like,
yeah.
He asked me about college, and honestly, I think we spent more time in that room talking about like college and shit and like going to college for him versus like what it's like to go to college now than like him being like, oh yeah, your eyes are fine, by the way. I think that's how he put it. At the very end, he goes, oh yeah, your eyes are fine, by the way. And then that was it. That was my trip to the eye doctor. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought that was interesting.
Man, college is, as a person that went to 1 year of college and didn't have a good time, you know, it really wasn't that bad. It was a bad experience, and I'm changing colleges. But that said, it was still good at times. It was nice to have freedom. It was nice to. I think the biggest change is ultimately now your education is your responsibility. Teachers aren't going to say, "Oh, hey, you didn't turn in that assignment. Oh, hey, make sure to do this. Oh, hey, make sure to do that." You're gonna have to do it on your own, you know.
Yeah.
Which is nice because there's no more people nipping at your neck all the time. College is a good time. I enjoy it. Did I go to parties? No, I stayed in my room. and I'm the socialist. Wait,
No, you're right. Go ahead.
yeah,
No, go ahead.
I'm the socialist, right? Stayed in my room all the time. What did I do? Didn't talk to nobody, huh? Nobody's business was my business.
Did you
All right.
did you try to when you went to college? Did you like quote unquote try to reinvent yourself at all, or like put
I don't
forward a
think I
new person?
reinvented myself so much as it was the things around me were reinvented. You know, it was a different environment. It was a different area, different. I didn't have my group of friends. I didn't have that uh, high school environment that I was so regularized. I didn't have sports anymore. I didn't, things were different. Oh, my phone. Maybe they finally responded. Maybe I'm getting some communication here. Uh, anyway, but like, it was more of a different environment than anything else,
I
and
just
because of that, I was different.
I just get filled with I don't know if it's I you bring up like talking about the regulation of school, right? Or like school or high school specifically being like such a regulated thing. And it's like I think that's what worries me is that I don't know what to expect with college, which sounds dumb because it's like I just go to college and find out. But it's like I'm also filled with anxiety because it's like you spend like 4+ years forming these friendships with people in college, and you hear constantly throughout college, or at least I heard constantly throughout college from the people around me who had like graduated and stuff, like, oh, those friendships don't matter, like you're not gonna really like talk to them once you go off to college. But I hate that. Like I didn't spend 4+ years of my life finding best friends that I've made so many like positive memories with, just to suddenly like have that shit not matter anymore. But I to me it seems like I'm the only one that kind of feels this way or like is talking this way. You know what I mean? When I talk to my friends about it that are going to college, like they all seem to just give me the same response of like, "Oh, well, that's just how it is," and I'm like, "Yeah, but." That answer pisses me off though, because it's like that's not just how it is, right? That answer to me sounds exactly like when you tell someone that's not fair, and they go, "Life's not fair." It's like that's bullshit, because in this instance, life's not fair because you're making it not fair. Like you can't use the excuse that life's not fair when you have in your control the ability to make life fair. And on that train of thought, you don't have the ability to say, "Oh, well, we're gonna lose touch," because that's just what happens when people go to college. When you can make the effort on both sides to keep touch, you know what I mean? And like, I want to make that effort, but it's like if no one else wants to, what the fuck am I doing, right? I'm just wasting my goddamn time. You know what
You
I mean?
know, with that, I'm gonna tell you a little bit something about some of my friends, right, from high school. I had a friend that we were like best friends for all of middle school and into like the first couple of years of high school.
Yeah.
And then he got real popular. He ran for president. Like his father was the principal. He was real popular, and then he became uh, president of the ASB, right? And
Yeah.
everybody loved him, and everybody wanted to be around all the time. And I felt kind of like I got drowned out by other people, and
Yeah.
that I was distanced from my quote unquote best friend. And like we still periodically message, but it's like I've gotten to the point where I've just pretty much accepted that he's busy. He don't have time for me. He doesn't want to spend time with me. I got a girlfriend that cares about me. I've got a couple other friends that care about me. I've got friends online that care about me. I don't necessarily need his friendship to sustain my own mental health. Now, with that said, I absolutely would like to be his friend and at some point do something with him. But with that, I'm not going to have the expectation that he's going to go out of his way and spend time with me when clearly he didn't even want to spend time with me when we were in high school. And it's like, well, now that we're out of high school and he's busy all the time, like, what's the point, you know? I'll send him a couple messages here and there, see if he wants to do anything, but that's it, you know. The ball's in his court, and that's pretty much all you can do.
Yeah.
Um, people, man, people get things on their plate, and like whether they want to move on or not is kind of up to them. But people get busy, right? People have things, especially when you're first getting out of high school and going to college. There's a lot on people's minds, you know. There's a lot going on. It's a big, I'd say, for a lot of people, it's a really big change in lifestyle, and there's a really big, lots of pressure for a lot of kids because it's like, oh my god, I'm finally going to college. It's kind of like when you first went to high school, except with more pressure, you know,
Yeah.
because high school ended up just being like just essentially middle school 2.0.
Nah, bro, middle
Um,
school fucking sucked for me, bro. High school was way better. Like, honestly.
oh, no. I'm not saying in that aspect. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
alright.
agree with
Alright.
you that way. But I'm saying, like, on the basis of like essentially what you'll be doing day to day, the expectation was pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Um, and like college is just a big change in
In
what
general.
you'll be doing. You'll have to get your own classes. There'll be no more like, oh yeah, the school will figure it out and they'll make sure I'm on course for this and this. You got to make sure you're on track to graduate. You got to make sure you are joining your major when you need to. You got to make sure you have money to pay for food, to pay for books, to pay for housing. There's a lot there,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of pressure. And I'm not going to expect people to necessarily worry about me and our friendship when there's a lot there, you know. And now that said, I'm not saying people just going, oh well, I'll see you in 20 years is what they should do. Um, I don't
Well,
think that's what should
got a
happen.
blast.
Got a black. Hey, I'll see you at the reunion, buddy. Um, that is not what I'm saying people should do. But
Yeah.
what I am saying is that you got to realize that, like, I imagine you've had a lot to do signing up for classes, and I think you're going. You said you're going to community, right?
Yeah,
So,
well,
so
I've got. Ooh, all right, you kind of calling me out right now. I haven't done anything I'm supposed to do yet. Like,
well,
and school starts
with that said,
tomorrow.
then you're definitely going to community tomorrow. Really?
Yeah, it starts tomorrow for me.
Oh,
Well, okay.
oh
Well, it
wow!
depends on what I want to do. I'm not sure yet if I'm taking a full week of
And you're
classes.
filming a podcast.
Look, bro. This is way. This for me though is way more important than that. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna go to college. I know that, but this is something that this is my thought process, right? Since you bring it up, is I I in a weird sense don't care about college because I know I'm going to college. Does that make sense? Like
Yes.
it's something I know I'm going to do. Like I have to do it if I want to go far in life. But this podcast is something important to me in the here and now because it's like I want to see
You want to do it?
I'm passionate about it, you know what I mean? Like I'm truly passionate about this. I want this to succeed. And I know
Yes.
I sometimes make it seem like I don't want to by not having the outline done before we film an episode and everything. Like that's on me, you know what I mean? But
Like an outline even really matters. You made one in 5 minutes.
exactly though, you know what I mean? Like I kind of at this point I think I have a pretty decent idea of what I can and can't get away with, you know what I mean? But I don't know, like college and everything. We'll just have to see where it takes me. You know what I mean? And you raised good points about, like people going away for college and stuff, and friendships, and the way college is working with friendships. And honestly, you pointed out stuff like I hadn't considered about how busy people are gonna be and stuff like that, and like it's hard to keep up with that kind of stuff when you have all of that going on. So, you know,
There's a lot there to do that people don't even think about sometimes.
exactly, yeah, and you're right. People don't think about it. I didn't think about it when I started talking about it. You know what I mean? The only thing I would, I would say take away from me bitching at this point is that don't say life's not fair. That's bullshit. Life's not fair because people don't make life fair, and then they use that as an excuse.
I mean, but in extension, it is fairly true.
Look, there's a difference though between life not being fair and like an innocent person getting cancer. That's life not being fair. But there's a difference between that
Yeah.
and someone going out of their way to be an asshole and then saying, "Oh, well, I'm an asshole because
Yes.
life's not fair."
Yes.
It's like, that's not how that works. Life's not fair in this instance because you are going out of your way to make it not fair, or you don't care enough to make it fair when you have the opportunity. You know what I mean?
I'm picking it up, man. I'm picking it up.
Yeah, you pick, like, I'm laying it down, you're picking it up. Exactly, dog. But I think we'll call it there. We went through a lot. We kind of jumped around.
All right. Before you go, I have a meme.
Oh, all right.
To close us out here. All right. Now let me make sure I get a good meme here.
Oh, did you have anything you wanted to complain about before we go? And we'll end on that, actually.
Oh, did I have anything? You know what? I see. I know the first episode. We're not going to talk about it, right? It's dead at this point.
I mean,
this is really the
yeah.
first episode. That was a practice. Well, needless to say, in the practice, I complained about a certain guy from work who's a terrible truck driver and needs to get retrained. Well, today we had a different truck driver. And so life is good today, man. Life is good. So instead of complaining, I'm going to talk about how things are great. You know?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna drop a meme, a hot meme.
I'm waiting.
You know what? I just want you to play this one, and then we can close it out.
All right.
See, it's a tad loud.
That's the podcast, everybody. Thanks for joining the Soft Boys while they were social.